Everything explained in this video is summarized from the CoinMarketCap. And also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future XRP news and some other cryptocurrency news in general. Now take a look at this. Court sets deadlines for XRP SEC motions and hearings. Update on the Ripple XRP case following the most recent ruling that was given by the court, in which it granted in part and denied in part the petition for summary judgment. A district judge referred the matter for settlement and set dates for motions. In a roundabout way, the judge agreed with the decision of the Special District of New York Court that XRP programmatic sales are not securities. Continued proceedings are scheduled for the Ripple lawsuit. According to the most recent document that was submitted to the court has issued dates for future motions and hearings on outstanding claims. One of these claims is a statement that was made by Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse that was false regarding his long position on XRP cryptocurrency. A deadline of July 8 has been established by Judge Phyllis Hamilton for the submission of the narrowed motion to seal. Regarding the motion to seal that has been whittled down, the court will issue a separate order. Additionally, the judge provided the parties with a timeline of 28 days until July 26th to submit a notice indicating whether or not they want to continue their efforts to exclude the testimony of four experts. Both the move made by Ripple to exclude the testimony of Stephen P. Feinstein and the motion made by the plaintiff to exclude the testimony of S.P. Kotari and Laurentius were denied because they were neither relevant nor relevant to the case. To facilitate a resolution between the parties involved in the Zakanavi Ripple Labs dispute, Magistrate Judge Robert Illman was appointed to preside over the case. Plaintiffs failed to prove that XRP is a security because investors rely on Ripple's efforts for profits, according to Judge Hamilton, who concurred with the summary ruling written by Judge Torres of the Southern District of New York regarding XRP programmatic sales. Ahead of Judge Torres' final decision, the price of XRP is trading at less than 45 cents. Within the context of the cryptocurrency market fall, whales and investors traded XRP. The price of XRP has now rebounded to reach a 24-hour high of 43 cents. This is an increase of more than 4 in the past 24 hours. Additionally, whale accumulation buying by well-known investors, such as pro-XRP lawyer Bill Morgan, contributed to the upward momentum that was brought about by low trading volumes. After regaining its 24-hour low of 41 cents, the price of XRP is currently trading at 43 cents at the time of this publication. A bullish feeling on XRP was indicated by the enormous buying that occurred when the price dropped below 40 cents. The number of transactions in 1 hour was $132 million. During the remedies phase of the Ripple versus ECI action, the XRP community is currently waiting for Judge Torres to make a ruling regarding penalties and injunctions. Attorneys assert that a verdict is anticipated by the end of July. The case between Ripple and the SEC has been going on since December 2020. The complaint is centered on allegations of unregistered securities offerings through the sale of XRP, and the proposed penalties are now estimated to reach $102 million. The issue is expected to be resolved by July 31 with a potential penalty of $25 million. But the intricacy of the case and the appeals process may cause it to take longer, which will have an impact on the price of XRP. Since December 2020, Ripple and the United States Securities and Exchange Commission have been engaged in a legal dispute that has been going on for quite some time. The allegations that the business and some of its officials engage in unregistered securities offerings by selling XR tokens are at the heart of this dispute. Even though the case entered the trial phase in April of this year, there has been no announcement of a resolution thus far. Ripple's potential liability is a significant factor that appears to be causing the litigation to drag on for a longer period. The Securities and Exchange Commission commercially proposed imposing a whopping fine of $2 billion on the corporation, but the company insisted on a sum that was no more than $10 million. Before a few weeks had passed, the regulatory body took a more lenient stance and suggested a penalty of $102 million. The assertions made by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, that sales of Binance SBM token on the secondary market constituted securities transactions were rejected by Judge Amy Jackson at the end of June. Apple, which had the intention of using the verdict to its advantage, became aware of it and took action. To be more specific, it submitted a notice of supplemental authority in which it argued that the decision lends credence to its contention that the alleged illegal transactions of XRP do not require harsh remedies, as the agency asserts. The commission was fast to respond, and on July 3, it submitted an official answer to the inquiry. It contended that the case against Ripple is wholly irrelevant, which is listed as follows. Ripple draws attention to a single observation within the roughly 90 pages of the Binance order and attempts to generalize from that general observation to the effectiveness of the SEC's litigation strategy. The observations that the court made on a motion to dismiss the acts of the SEC indicate absolutely nothing about Ripple's behavior or the remedies that are appropriate for the violations that this court discovered. Is it time to arrive at a conclusion? The litigation will likely be drawn out forever due to complexity of the legal process and the possibility of appeals from both parties. Nevertheless, many are optimistic that an official conclusion could take place as soon as this month. An illustration of this would be the American attorney Fred Rispoli, who suggested the 31st of July as a prospect for the date. It was also his prediction that the outcome would be that the firm would be subject to a penalty of little more than $25 million and that there would be no disgorgement. The judge ruled that all sales that she deemed illegal are permanently enjoined, and she ruled that all of the new contracts that Ripple referenced are not properly before her, which means that the SEC will have to submit another lawsuit if it believes that these contracts violate her ruling, the attorney continued. When the protracted legal dispute is finally resolved, it is anticipated that the price of XRP will experience a significant amount of fluctuation. It is important to keep in mind that the asset's valuation witnessed a significant increase following each of Ripple's partial victories in 2014. If you are interested in learning more about the lawsuit and the potential influence it could have on the token, in his argument, Jones stated that the objective of the BRICS coalition is not to destroy the United States of America, but rather to oppose the supremacy of a single currency and the central banks through the use of the United States dollar. She emphasized that the alliance is opposed to the Federal Reserve's dominance over the economy of the entire world. According to her point of view, this transition might result in the implementation of a new currency for the United States, which might be backed by gold or other physical assets. Jones placed a strong emphasis on the importance of departing from the current fiat financial system, which is primarily dependent on the dollar, instead of the current trust-based system that is administered by central banks. Jones pushes for a financial system that is supported by real assets. Within her remarks, she emphasized the significance of making the shift to a truth-based government that is marked by transparency and accountability. As a new financial system leader, Ripple is on the rise. Jones brought attention to the reality that Ripple's XRP ledger, XPL blockchain, can take the lead in this new system. It was brought to her attention that a new monetary system necessitates accountability, and she contrasted Ripple with Bitcoin, the founders of which continue to remain anonymous and without a central point of contact. The information that has been provided is not intended to be trading advice. There is no responsibility for any investments that are made based on the information that is provided on this page. Before making any decision about investments, we strongly advise conducting independent research and consulting with a knowledgeable professional